West Cationic 2. I stared at the black book for what looked like hours, maybe, to people passing by. The small black book with its pages wide open, and scribbles on it as if someone just went mad and wrote on the pages, with no clear motive in sight. I stared at it for what I felt like were minutes, but I could feel the pages. I could feel them calling my name. I could feel the words crushing my will, for lack of a better word. I wasn't sure what it was. And I could feel the book turning and morphing. I never saw anything out of the ordinary, but that's what I saw. Just nothing. Nothing out of the ordinary. But the feeling I got, the cold, dark feeling I got, that's what was scary to me. I wasn't sure if I was going crazy or if this was something real. Before I could finish my analysis of the Black Book, the Necronomicon, a hand touched me. "Are you okay?" a woman asked. She had strawberry blonde hair and green eyes. I nodded. "Yeah. What happened?" "You've been staring at that book for the past 2 hours." "What? 2 hours? It felt like minutes." "Yeah, it was 2 hours. You're starting to creep some people out. Just saying." "Sorry, I didn't know." She continued to stare at me, almost as if, like, I did something wrong, like I was the crazy one. Granted, I wouldn't blame her because that's what it feels like right now. But I guess that's kind of part of the choice I have. It's either sit there and look crazy or try to play it off. I didn't want to play it off. I said, "Do you get a strange feeling around this book?" She looked at me and said, in a very confused and awkward tone, "No, are you okay?" Yeah, I'm fine. But in actuality, I don't know. I don't know what this is. I don't know what it's possibly doing to me. I can feel something in it. She began to slowly walk away. I assumed it was my presence alone, or the fact I was talking about a book that was making me go crazy. It could have been either of those things, and honestly, I wasn't surprised when she was walking away. Then I said, "Wait, hold on. What's your name?" "Abigail." "Amanda." "Well, it's nice to meet you, Amanda. Listen, I don't want to be rude, but I don't think this is going to work between us. You're too crazy, and I have papers I need to finalize. What is your name?" "Andrew Thurston." "Thurston. Where have I heard that name before?" "You probably heard it from my brother, Michael. Died a little bit ago." "Oh, yeah, I remember hearing about that. Sorry to hear that." "I didn't know him personally, but I heard he was good. I honestly, I have to get back to my papers." What was she going to say? That's what my question was. Maybe there was something else. Maybe she knew something. Maybe there was something to it. Or maybe I was going crazy. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect at this point. But I guess that's part of the things I don't understand. Later that evening, I returned to my dorm for the first time. Or I should more accurately say I went to my dorm for the first time. Saw my roommate. I walked in and said, "Hi, I'm Andrew. You must be my roommate." He nodded. Said, "Alex." "Well, nice to meet you, Alex." "Yeah, nice to meet you too," he said in a monotone voice, like meeting him was a pleasure for me and not for him. We stared outside for a little bit. He said, "Can't be too careful." with that guy dying a little bit ago, honestly, makes me a little creeped out. Yeah, I get that feeling too. So, do you have any hobbies? I guess since we're going to be living together for a little while, we might as well get to know each other. I like studying architect. I actually came here to be an architect. That's kind of impressive. I'm here for graphic design and digital engineering. Digital engineering? Something I never understood. Okay. We continued to lock the room down, lock the door, lock the windows, make sure there was no one outside. I guess he was just as paranoid as I was, but hey, guess I'm not the only crazy one here. Then he said, "Look, I don't know if you're related to him, but I knew someone who said that his brother was named Andrew. He was the guy who died a little bit ago." "Was it Thurston?" I nodded. Sorry to hear that, man. I honestly didn't expect it." "Do you, by chance, know what happened to him?" I asked. "No. No one does. That's the thing that's curious. No one knows exactly what happened to him or why." "What about you? Do you know what happened to him? Did he send you any incriminating evidence against you?" "No. He sent me a tape, though." "A tape? Why didn't he send you an email or a text or something?" "I don't want to get into it." He nodded and said, "That's your place, not mine." I was surprised. Most movies and books I've listened to and read, they're so nosy that they can't help but try and figure out all the answers. It was kind of surprising. A little bit later, we went to bed. The very next day, we heard that there was some commotion upstairs. A lot of people started screaming. We ran upstairs to see what was wrong. And we saw that there was a body in the center of the room. He was displayed in a very strange way. His arms and legs were stretched to their limit. His feet were broken at the side. His arms, they weren't facing the right direction. Both his elbows were practically broken without reason. But, yeah, sure, he was dead. I didn't know the guy. And then I saw a figure running away. "Hey!" I yelled as loud as I could. The figure kept running away. Eventually, I found a dorm that just shut, and the bolt was locked. The person was inside. I had to find the answers so badly. I didn't know. Was this person related to, Michael's death in some fashion? I had to find answers, because this isn't the first death, and it's not going to be the last if I don't get those answers. I knocked on the door. "Hey, listen, I don't want to hurt you. I just want to talk." There was no response. "Listen, I promise I won't tell anyone if you did it. Please just give me the answers I'm looking for, and I'll walk away, okay? No one's going to hurt you." Alex caught up to me. He said, "Is the guy in there?" "Yeah." I saw a little latch on the front, like someone was putting a little cubby for their face to be seen. I knocked on the cubby this time. I said, "Come on, let me in. We can talk. I promise I won't tell." The cubby opened and he said, "Go away. Please. I didn't know. I didn't see anything. I swear." "What are you talking about?" Alex asked. You didn't see him? You didn't you uh, please just go away. I promise I won't tell anyone." "Tell anyone what?" I asked. You're not with them? You're not with the man who killed that guy?" "No. We just got to the scene." Listen, let us in and we'll talk, okay? You're not gonna tell anyone that I'm the one who killed him, right? Did you? Alex asked. No, I don't wanna talk about it like this. Please, just if you come inside, please don't hurt me. He opened the latch and we walked into his dorm. It was a pretty simple dorm, nothing insane. You know, bed, desk. I mean, it was fancier than mine, at least that he had more walking space. I only had the bed and desk. And me and Alex had to share that desk. Makes studying a little bit more challenging. He said, listen. My name is Jack. I promise I won't tell anyone. I'll pay you anything. Just please don't hurt me. Whoa. Listen. My name is Andrew. This is Alex. We live downstairs. We're not gonna hurt you. I promise. He nodded and said, I'm sorry. I thought you were the ones who killed that guy. Do you know who he was? No. I didn't see anyone. Then why are you so scared? Alex asked. Okay, fine. Fine. I did see something. I think I saw the killer. You saw the killer? Yeah. Listen, it's best if we just. Please, can we not talk about this like this? Talk about what, like what? So openly. Like, what if someone hears this? What if someone immediately assumes I'm the killer? Running away from the crime scene didn't seem to help your case. Listen. Yeah. Please, I'm just scared. I saw the body. I saw the killer. He was planting it. He ran away when he noticed me. So you ran away when we noticed you? You have any idea how well that makes you look? I know it's not good. Please, just I don't want any trouble. I want to get through school and I just want to move. Please, can we just please not talk about this? No, you have to take this to police. You don't. They will immediately assume that you're the killer. I don't want to leave. This is the only safe place I have right now. Where's your home? With your parents? They're in New York. Odd. Okay. It finally seemed like I was the first person who wasn't paranoid. I was the only other non-paranoid person, but it just didn't seem right for this guy. I want to take it to the police, but I'm scared. It's getting. I don't want to. Alex then said, "I'll drive you to the police station if you tell them everything. Okay? No one's gonna hurt you. You're gonna be just fine. We promise." He nodded. Okay, thanks. I just I don't want any trouble. I'm so scared. I didn't know how much trouble this would get me in. Alex, take him, please. I said. He nodded and said, "Let's get in my car. It's near campus, I guess. Can we bring weapons just in case? I have a knife in my car. You'll be fine. I promise. And plus, whoever did this obviously isn't expecting two people to fight back." He nodded. Jack and Alex left the room, and I was sitting there pondering my own thoughts. What happened? Why is this happening? What is going on here? Those questions and many more flooded my mind. I was trying to figure out what was going on and why it was going on. I wasn't sure, though. I was scared. But probably not as scared as Jack was. Jack's room was completely pitch black, and I saw similar scribblings on the wall from the Necronomicon. Did he read it? And if he did, that makes him a target. I have to get Jack to safety immediately.